Hello my lovelies, and welcome to part 2 of our deck strength versus weakness series for the month of December 2023. Our featured deck of the month is the Elemental Empath Oracle by Mayuki Rose. So if you missed part 1, by all means look in the description box down below. I will link the previous section down there. But today we're discussing perfect pairs. More specifically, tarot pairs for this deck. I have, 9 decks to show you as examples. I try to keep it even with indie and mass market. However, I was not able to do that with this particular deck. So I have 3 indie decks to show you, and the rest are all going to be mass market. So, the first deck we have here, this is the Fantasy Garden Tarot. It's a pip deck. The art medium on it is 7 colored ballpoint pen. So artwork is completely different. One's a photography, one is ink pen, different medium. So please note that when I say something pairs or doesn't pair, it's not about the aesthetic. It's about the energy of the decks. And these two share the same weakness. So, yes, they like each other quite fine. And I do apologize for going pretty quickly through these. I don't want to keep you here all day. We do have 9 decks to get through. Our next deck. This is a indie deck from Kickstarter. This is the Golden Journey Luxury Edition. It is an AI deck. It does have additional cards in it. As you can see, the aesthetics are completely different. But these 2 decks share the same weakness. So despite it all, they have, I guess you could say, mutual hatred for shadow work. And we're going to move on to our next deck. And for those of you that have been following my series, you'll recognize this one. This is a Beautiful Beast Tarot. When I first started this series, this was the first deck I featured. Unfortunately, I did not own this deck at the time, so I'm including this as kind of an extension. These actually share the same strength. So both of them are connections. And despite different art styles, and despite the fact that the Beautiful Beast Tarot does have animal energy in it, the Elemental Empath Oracle does not dispute the animal energy. It's okay with it. These two have a lot of common ground, so they play nicety nice. Okay, that was the last indie deck I have to show you. So we're going to go ahead and get into mass market decks now. And the first one, this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. So this is a Fae deck. Quite interesting. However, it's not the Fae energy as to why these 2 decks get along. They actually have the same weakness. They both hate shadow work. And as I say that, we have the yin and yang for the balance card. Yeah, they're in agreement. Sorry, I just had to notice the synchronicity and appreciate it for just a sec. All right, our next deck, and this is a big one. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. This is an oracle deck. This is a tarot, and the tarot is actually bigger than the oracle. One of the reasons why I hate the cardstock on this is it's so huge, but I wanted to make sure I included this particular deck simply because it's angel energy. And that's exactly what the Elemental Empath Oracle likes about it. And that's important to include because of what suits and elements and things the Elemental Empath Oracle does not like. So there's a little hint for the anti-pair videos. So this is an exception. It's totally fine with the angel energy in this deck. We're going to keep cruising right along. Alright, I apologize, I don't have this in the full-size version. I still have just the pocket edition. This is MJ's Crow Tarot. Eventually I will get this deck in a full size because I need it in a full size. Okay, these two get along because both decks are classified as Divine Feminine. They have the same Divine Feminine energy. And considering what the strength of this deck is and the strength of this deck, that makes perfect sense. They actually work quite fantastic together. Okay, and on those same lines, we're going to go into our next deck. This is the Tarot of the Abyss by Anna Turian. Okay, so we got color over here, we got black and white over here. I actually wanted to include this because it was a monochrome deck, just to give everyone a variety of artwork. And there is additional cards in this deck, but both of these, again, are Divine Feminine decks. Alright, we're going to go back to a bigger tarot deck. Some of you might recognize the backing on this one. This is the Cozy Witch Tarot by Amanda Lovelace. This also is a Divine Feminine pairing. So if you like a modern deck, if you like a deck that has body diversity, both of these decks are modern with body diversity. If you want ones that are there to comfort and guide you, that's not always full on, you know, shadow work. It's more geared towards self-acceptance. This is probably going to be your pairing, just so you know. Alright, I have one more deck to show you, and I wanted to make sure that this one was in here. And some of you may not recognize the backings for this one. It's an inside edition, so it is a pip deck. This is the Hocus Pocus Tarot. So as much as we have aesthetic differences, Hocus Pocus, of course, is not only pop culture themed, but it's also a Sabbath theme, because it's for Samhain. And believe it or not, there's something about this deck and its approach to Samhain that this deck likes. Now, I'm not saying that will work with every deck that is Samhain themed. So there's a hint right there for your anti-pair video. Alright, my lovelies. For the most part, when it comes to perfect pairs and the Elemental Empath Oracle, this deck tends to like those that either share the same strength, or if not the same strength, share the same weakness, or those that classify as a Divine Feminine deck. So those are the three highlights that you need to be looking at, because chances are, if they're there, it will pair. Alright, my lovelies. I hope you found this enjoyable and informative. And if you did miss part 1, it will be listed in the description box down below. I will be posting part 3 tomorrow. That will be your Perfect Pairs Oracle edition. I also have the poll for January 2024's Deck of the Month up on my community tab. So if you would like to say in what deck we feature for next month, please go to my community tab and vote. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!